It's going to go out the net. It's going to go ballistic, that. It's going to bust me. Hello people, welcome back to a beautiful, glorious morning out on the boat. I am at the moment about 10 miles from port, and as you can see, lovely conditions. It's crack of dawn. I'm going to do something a little bit different today, and I thought I'd have a wee bit of fun. I'm going to do a bit of a species hunt, fish over a few reefs, some sandbanks, fishing with different methods and tactics to see if I can rack up a few different species and see how many species we can catch. Also, primarily, I'm looking to fill the box up with some food fish as well. So hopefully we can get into a few bass, maybe turbot, mackerel, scad, all of these nice eating fish, or I consider nice eating fish. We'll take all of them if we can. I'm going to try for a few bream as well. But yeah, in the meantime, like I say, we're going to be just tallying up the species and seeing how many different species we can catch, and see how we do. Sit back and enjoy. I'm going to fish a variety of different methods. Feathers. I'm going to be fishing drifting with live baits. I'm going to be using little metal jigs. I've got some 2-hook flapper rigs with some nice small little muppets on with some squid strips. So we're going to be using a variety of tactics and methods, and hopefully we can nail 1 or 2 decent fish. Let's do this. Sit back and enjoy, people. So just to give you a quick rundown on the order of play, we're out on the first spot, and I'm going to go down with some feathers, try to get a few mackerel, some scad for the box because that's what we like to eat. I've also got some little metal jigs with me. I'm going to drop them around, fishing over a bit of a hump and reef. I'm going to drop the metal jigs around for a little while also to see if we can't pick up a bass or something a little bit better than the mackerel and scad. I'm then going to move off to another mark and drop some little baited 2-hook flappers down and see if I can't pick up 1 or 2 black bream. And then I'm going to move on further to some sandbanks where I'm going to try to jig up a few sand eels, run over the sandbanks with the sand eels, and we'll see if we can catch ourselves a few 1 or 2 turbot. Hopefully we'll give it a spin. That's the order of the day. And as you just seen, I was just dragging the feathers down as we was going, and something's latched hold of it. It is a tiny little red bream. Haha. Well, look at that there. That one is actually a red bream. Just show you that. Whoop. On the feathers. It's a wriggly little fella. But that is a bona fide red bream. You see that? There we go. I'm going to drop him back. He's tiny. That didn't take long, did it, folks? We're straight into something. This one I've no doubt is going to end up busting up my feathers. And I've got here, well, I've got here, folks, because they've probably gone all fall off, but look, I've got a full string of pollock here. Check that out. I've had myself a string of pollock. They're all going to go back. Small, medium and large. Larger one at the bottom. And one. Ooh. 2. And for the wind treble, numero 12. Whoop. There we go. go. Still picking up a few marks here. I'm going to go back in with these feathers and have a look what it is I'm seeing. Here we go. Something's just grabbed hold. Something jiggling around there. What have we got? We've got another scad. They do like the low light conditions, the scad. Oh, I just hooked an arm as well. What have we got here? Surely this one's a mackerel. This is flying. Yeah, we've got a string of mackerel, excellent stuff. Get them in, lovely size mackerel as well. That is a massive old mackerel. It's the biggest I've caught for a long, long time. That is a jumbo. Right, so here we are, second mark of the morning. As you've seen, we've already taken some pollock, mackerel, scad. We've had a couple of cuckoo wrasse and also that little red bream. So we've had 5 species so far. I'm just now on the drift, and as you can see here, look, I've got the little muppet setup going down, bit of bait fishing going on, and hopefully we can take a couple of black bream on this mark. That's the plan. So we'll have a drop down and see how it goes. Got a bit of wind over tide at the moment, which is actually not that bad a thing because it's holding me up and going to keep me over the little spot where I want to be. And hopefully don't take the bait too far away from the boat. Down we go. It's 80 feet deep, and it goes, there's a hump here and it goes right up to about 40 foot deep. But right, we've touched down on the bottom. And we've got it twisted around our end now, so hopefully we've got a bite straight away. There we go. Right, we've just had a bite. Tap, tap, tap. As soon as it's touched bottom, I'm only fishing squid baits. Normally I like to use cuttle for this type of fishing, but I've only got squid. And the one problem with the squid is you get stripped off easy. I'm getting a few knocks going on. Well, we've got something on there. It didn't take long to get a fish there, guys, did it? Something's shuffling around there. I'm hoping we've got a bream on here, folks. I'm going to get the net ready with this one. It feels a bit breamy. Get the net sorted. Look at that for not being really prepared. Oh, I'm playing this one like an absolute monkey goat, guys, and if it falls off it's completely my fault. But there you are. What do we have? I'm hoping it's a bream. It is a bream, a lovely little black bream. Let's get that one in the net. Lovely. That's great stuff. Let's hold this fella up for you if you don't ping out of my hands. Look, it's a lovely fish. There we go. Lovely black bream. Wallop. First drop. Can't be bad. Right, we've got something on there. No, it's a pouting. Okay, that's another species. That makes it 7 now, folks. We're racking them up. Give me a lovely bite, that one. That one is another wrasse. There we go. We're getting a hit again as soon as it's hit the bottom. Sharp little bites, this one. There we go, we're in. Well, it's a bigger pouting this time. Oh, we missed that one. It's a good bite, that. Oh, just been done again, look. I doubt I've got any bait left now. No. We were done there. Right, so that was a nice bit of fun on the old 2-hook flapper rig. A few nice bream and some other little stuff. 7 species in total so far now. Plan is now, I've tapped it into the sat nav 5 miles away from where we are. I'm heading to a lovely sandbar. I'm going to try to jig up a few sand eels and launce, and then we're going to run across the sandbar with some flappers of sand eels and whatnot, try to catch a turbot, pick up anything else that might want to chew. I'm going to keep the sand eels alive because as I come back across, I'm going to fish over maybe 1 or 2 wrecks, and I'm also going to fish over a couple of bits of interesting bottom with some live sand eel. So plenty to go for, plenty of action still left in store. I've got a nice few fish for the cooler box already, so I'm happy about that. All I'd like to do now is maybe 1 or 2 bass and a turbot, and we've done a good job today. Right, here we are over the sandbar. Just had my first little drop down. I'm hoping to get some sand eel and launce, and we've got a load. Beautiful. That's a great sign. Well, I've just popped down a strip of mackerel and just dragging the bottom with it. I've had a couple of bangs on it. Just got the belly strip of a piece of mackerel. Let's just see if there's something there. Yeah, we've got something on. What do we have? It is a dogfish. Well, that's species number 10 anyway. Well, there's species number 11. We've got a gurnard. We've got a nice big mackerel on the bottom, and we've got a gurnard on the top. Yeah, species number 11. Nice. Back she pops. Still something rattling there. We've got something on. It is a different gurnard. So we just had a tub. We just had a grey gurnard, sorry, and now we've got a tub gurnard. So that's nice. There's 2 different types of gurnard we've had. So that's species number 12 for the day. There you go. That's the tub gurnard. The other one was a grey. They grunt away. Right, with such a slack little drift we've got going now, look, I'm putting a completely filleted head chunk of mackerel on, and I'm looking for either a monster turbot. You definitely catch turbot on mackerel heads, or a blomray. Let's see how we go. Right, we've got something on here. I think we've probably got a ray on here, possibly. It's bouncing away and it feels like a good fish. I wonder what we have on here. Could be a spur dog. Feels like a nice fish. He's really bouncy. It's certainly not a doggy. I'm hoping I've got the daddy of all turbot on here, but very much doubt that. It's not doing much fighting now. I wonder what I have got on here. Peculiar. Feels like a nice fish. Shooting up tight a bit now. I think might have a spur dog on here. Maybe that's just swimming around and around. Yeah, we've got some form of. We've got a spur. Haha. He is going to bite me off. I can't believe he hasn't bit me off already, to be honest. That is a wild old spur dog. It's going to go out the net. It's going to go ballistic, that. It's going to bust me. Well, I've touched the leader, folks. What a mess that is. It twisted round and round. Ah, he's bit me off now. Can you believe that was a massive spur dog? I made an absolute meal of that. What an idiot. Got it in the net and then dropped it back out of the net and then it bit me off. Something's circling. It is another spur dog ready to bite me off. Yeah. Oh, these things. With this. There you go, bitten off. They are right little sod. It's knocking away. There's something on there. We're into something. It is a dogfish. And that's a spur dog on the surface there. I hope the camera picked that up there. How crazy is that? Crazy. Did that follow the dogfish up? It must have. No doubt we've got another spur dog in here, folks. Another spur dog, and no doubt another bite off. It is another spur dog, and it will be another bite off. Well, this one's just in the lid, so we'll get him in just to show you. We'll look just in the knife. One in the boat at least. They do more kicking off on the surface than they do fighting. Well, there we go, guys. Mr. Spur Dog. Let's go and put this one back. That will be number 13 on the species list. And there you see a couple of those beautiful fresh mackerel cooked up, guys. As you can guess, we're not out on the boat anymore. I'm back in. It is later on the same day, and that is as fresh as it comes, that mackerel. But yeah, I tried damn hard to catch a bass on those little live sand eels to no avail. In fact, I couldn't even get any fish on this live sand eels, and I'm kicking myself a little bit. I wish I'd stayed out on the banks now, on the sandbanks, and anchored up and caught myself a few rays and other species. But hindsight's a wonderful thing, and you take the gamble. Sometimes it comes off, sometimes it don't. The final scores and tally on the fish front was 13 different species today. I'm a little disappointed with that, if I'm honest. I was hoping and expecting at least 2 or 3 more on top of that. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to have another crack at this species game in the coming months. And hopefully we can maybe push 16, 17 different fish in a day. But 13's not a bad return anyway. And when you've got some lovely fodder like that and a dog barking in the background, you can't be too unhappy. Nice glass of the old bubbly beer, and yeah, let's do this. Till next week.